Hello and welcome everyone to the first episode of my attack helicopter tutorial for the PC. In this episode I will explain the HUD features and basic movements of the attack helicopter when using the mouse and keyboard. First off, to become good at flying, you need to get your settings and mouse sensitivity right. You need to practice a lot, join empty servers to test your flying skills, because the mouse movement is very important. The HUD tells you many things while you're flying. Let's start from the left to right. The countermeasure status. This tells you when your countermeasure is ready and when it's reloading. The airspeed indicator measures how fast your aircraft is moving through the air. Torque indicator measures the amount of power being applied to the rotor blades. The direction indicator. This tells you the heading in degrees. It also comes in handy to tell your gunner in what direction the enemy is. The roll indicator. This shows you the angle of your roll. The pitch ladder. This shows you the angle of your pitching. Dot lines indicate forward pitching. Solid lines indicate backward pitching. The crosshair. This shows you what you are aiming at or your heading. The I-beam. This is used for your rocket targeting. When it moves to the right of your crosshair, it means you are rolling to the right and heading in that direction. When you are firing a rocket, it will use the momentum of your sideway movement, so the rocket will move towards the I-beam direction. I will explain more details in the next episode. Weapon status tells you the status of your weapons, when they are ready to fire or when they are reloading. Side slip indicator. This works together with your I-beam. When you roll to the right, the circle will go to the right. In order for your rockets to fly straight forward, you need to level the circle between the two lines. Your I-beam will then line up with your crosshair. Gunner view. This is very important when working together with your gunner. Keep an eye on this if you want to know where your gunner is shooting at. Altitude indicator measures the distance between your aircraft and sea level. Vertical speed indicator measures how fast your aircraft is rising or falling. Altitude and radar meter measures the distance between your aircraft and the ground below you. It also measures when you are flying below radar. Go to the options menu and at controls set your vertical flight to inverted. This means if you move your mouse up, you will pitch up. If you move your mouse down, you will pitch down. I like this setting a lot, but it's a personal preference, of course. There are 4 different ways of movement. Throttle, pitch, yaw, and roll. To keep track of your movements, you need to watch the vertical speed indicator, the altitude and radar meter, the pitch ladder, the roll indicator, and the direction indicator. The vertical speed indicator measures 2 features: when you are pressing the throttle keys and when you are gaining or losing altitude. When you are pressing the throttle keys, you see the arrow go up and down. Press W to increase throttle and gain altitude. Press S to decrease throttle and lose altitude. When you are gaining altitude, you see the bar rising up. When you are losing altitude, you see the bar dropping down. When you maintain altitude, you see the bar holding still. This means you are hovering. The altitude and radar meter measures the number of altitude between your aircraft and the ground. It also measures when you're flying below radar. When the number is red, you're flying below radar. The maximum altitude to fly below radar is 25. To move forward, you have to pitch down. You do this by moving your mouse down. If you want to full throttle and maintain the same altitude, you have to hold your crosshair slightly under the number 10 pitch value and press W. To move backwards, you have to pitch up. You do this by moving your mouse up. If you want to full throttle and maintain the same altitude, you have to hold your crosshair slightly above the number 10 pitch value and press W. To roll left, you move your mouse to the left, then press W and frequently press D to maintain your heading and slowly move your mouse down. To roll right, you move your mouse to the right, then press W and frequently press A to maintain your heading and slowly move your mouse down. Moving left and right is called yaw. You change the direction by pressing A to turn left or D to turn right. Last but not least, it is important you know how to land without crashing. Your skids is the landing gear under the attack helicopter. They can take any damage, so it is important you land on these. To make a perfect landing, you need a flat surface to land on. Level your pitch to 0 and press S to decrease throttle. Voila! You have a flawless touchdown. In the heat of battle, it is crucial to master this landing, as shown in the following clip. This was the first episode of the attack helicopter tutorial. Next episode I will explain the targeting systems, how to successfully engage ground units, and some advanced maneuvers. Thanks for watching, until next time.